It's Easter. It is 7:30 this morning. Good morning, Kentuckiana. You're listening to Rescue by Lauren Daigle as we look out over Paducah, Kentucky. She will be stopping at the KFC Yum Center October the 10th for her Kaleidoscope tour, and tickets for that are on sale now.
Oh, it's my birthday.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Birthday present for Christina right there.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for sticking with us this morning, everybody. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate. A lot of people getting up, having another cup of coffee before they get outside for church and egg hunts and all the fun things. It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, well, you will want to grab that jacket this morning. Yeah. Actually, dare I say even like a thick coat because it is quite chilly. Actually, a lot of spots are sitting right around freezing this morning, which is kind of a shock. I know we've had several the last mornings in the lower 40s. But there is a payback for it heading into this afternoon.
Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, these numbers for many of us are actually going to be nearly doubling as we head into later on this afternoon and early evening. Temperatures right now are just below 40 degrees Louisville International Airport, but as I said, many spots are sitting right around freezing. So that includes you folks that are around Bowman Field sitting at 34 degrees. And you factor in that northerly wind that's actually going to become a more easterly component in a couple of hours. It does make it feel a little bit cooler than these numbers otherwise would. Take a look at Brandenburg, 26 degrees, probably due to where the sensor is. I would assume that that sensor is probably a lower lying, so that's probably why you're seeing such a cool reading there. 34 in Springfield, 35 Lebanon, as well as Campbellsville, and 36 this morning so far in Columbia. But don't fret because we are really going to be warming things up into the next couple of hours. We're already in the middle 40s and we should see those skies completely clear out for us, allowing the sunshine just to stick around all day long. That'll also go to work warming us into the upper 60s, making a run at 70 degrees for many of us for your Easter Sunday. Going into this evening, we're not going to be quite as cold as we're only going to be falling into the lower 40s. So your headlines include perfect Easter Sunday. We're really going to be continuing the quiet, dry, and warm pattern for now, at least. I am tracking our next pattern change that could bring some unsettled weather back into our forecast. I'll tell you when to expect that in about 15 minutes. Grace.
All right, Christina, thank you. On to one of our new top stories this morning. Air and water testing are over at the McAlpin Dam after several barges became stuck there nearly 2 weeks ago. Saturday, crews were finally able to transfer the chemical methanol out of one of the remaining 2 barges. Emergency management officials say water and air tests taken to this point show no methanol in the air or water. One final barge containing corn is still stuck. Crews are going to be working on that one through the weekend. Every single day, new cancer cases rock Kentuckiana families to their cores. It's not just a struggle for the person diagnosed, but for their loved ones, too. In today's Kentuckiana Proud, WHAS 11's Haley Minogue introduces us to a woman creating an environment where everyone can really feel their feelings while fighting cancer.
Got the news on a break from work one day, and I was by myself. So I went back to work and sat in the parking lot, and eventually one of my teammates realized I wasn't back, and so they came to find me, and they were the first person to learn that I had cancer.
Gilda's Club Kentuckiana Chief Operating Officer Lori Mangum's cancer diagnosis years ago left her feeling like she was missing a certain level of support from people who truly understood what she was going through.
I'll be really honest, I didn't go for 4 months after I heard about it. And part of it was because I just didn't want to sit around and kumbaya about cancer. You know, like I was living that every single day. But eventually they wore me down and I went.
Gilda's Club is a cancer support community focusing not only on patients receiving care, but on their families. They offer all kinds of events daily, like support dinner, where people can come, get a plate, and talk to others who can share their experience.
You're allowed to feel how you feel. You know, you should have safe spaces in your life to be honest about those feelings around other people that are safe, that can help you work through that, or that can just receive it for the day. We're not about trying to fix the problems that exist. We can't cure cancer at Gilda's Club as much as I wish we could.
With tens of thousands of new cancer diagnoses between Kentucky and Indiana yearly, it's nearly impossible to not have a personal connection to cancer. Mangum says that's why their support is so critical and why anyone can find comfort with their organization.
if you come through our big red doors on Grinstead Drive or our big red doors on the second floor of the Republic Bank Foundation YMCA in West Louisville, you're going to see smiling faces who understand what you're going through, and you're just going to be received, and then you get to make your own journey from there.
Haley Minogue, WHAS 11, on your side.
Gilda's Club Kentuckiana is always looking for more volunteers to join its missions. We've got more information on how to sign up and a full calendar of events in this story on our website, WHAS11.com. And don't forget, of course, to watch Eric King and Haley Minogue's Kentuckiana Proud specials live during the 6 o'clock hour of GMK every Tuesday.
Happy Easter!
The Frankfort Avenue Easter Parade hits the streets again. Crowds gathered Saturday for the parade's 29th year, celebrating the return of spring. And the parade hopped down Frankfort Avenue, starting at St. Mark's Episcopal Church and ending all the way down at Pope Street. Hundreds traveled down the historic thoroughfare, bringing free candy and Easter cheer to the kids lining the route. And a lot of people said that the parade is, of course, a tradition.
So we come here every year. We've been every year since she was born in 2018, except for the COVID years, of course. And it's just a fun family tradition for us.
The day was full of color and character, with homemade floats, dance groups, and antique cars and trucks. And it wasn't the only Easter event in Kentuckiana. Of course, lots of different egg hunts and parties marked the occasion, including this one in Elliott Park. Some community groups partnered together to provide this event for kids ages 4 to 12.
Real special just to get the people out here and to see everybody having a good time. And, you know, it's real nice because with all the stuff going on in the world, it's good to have these times and people to be peaceful and just enjoy each other.
The party had a free Easter egg hunt and even, the big thing here, an appearance from the Easter Bunny himself. Now, of course, today might be a different holiday, but it's not too early to start thinking about a Mother's Day gift. WHAS 11 and Davis Jewelers are looking to help you out there. You can nominate your mom or any mom figure in your life for the chance to win a $750 shopping spree to the jewelry store. No purchase is necessary, but you do need to live in Kentucky or Indiana and be at least 21 years old. You have until May the 7th to nominate someone. Visit our website at WHAS11.com for more info on that.